about 3 minutes. So let's quickly do this together. What do you think might be a problem you will encounter if you're trying to sketch this one?
It becomes a decimal.
There will be decimal. And getting a decimal may not make it easier for the quiz you're trying to do. Please, I need everybody's attention. But that is when you put what is equal to 0. You get the decimal when you put what?
Y.
Y equals 0. Because for x equals 0, do you get decimal? No. So that will be the easy part. So I start with 7x plus 8y equals 0. All I need to do is try to get what this line looks like first. Okay? Now look at it. At x equals 0, I'm left with, this is 32. I get 8y equals 32, which implies y equals 4. Do you agree?
Yes.
Now the problem is when you put y equals 0, you get the decimal. That is the problem we're trying to do. So what do? Like I said to the earlier group, you can isolate the other value, the one that gives you decimal. That is x. X is the problem here, right? Isolate it. 7x, 32 minus 8y. X equals 32 minus 8y divided by 7. Is that not? So I need to make sure I get a multiple of 7 here. So what are the multiples of 7? 7, 14, 28. Is there a way I can get 28 from here? After 28, I can have 35, right? But I can get 28 if I subtract 4. How do I subtract 4? This has to be 0.5. Right? If I make y to be 0.5, at y equals 0.5, I get x is equal to 28 over 7, which is 4. Do you understand that? 0.5 I chose because I can deduce that from the middle of the line. Do you agree with me? But when I have 1 over 3, this will be 0.3333. You can't really say this is the exact point. Do you understand? So this is one way you can do it. You can also think of another number. Do you understand what I mean? I can think of a negative number and make this positive. A positive number that is a multiple of 7. Okay? So you just have to get something like 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42. Is there a way we can get 42? It has to be 10, 49, and so on like that. Does it make sense? So just think of something randomly. So let's use the first one. X is 0, y is 4. Where is it? Here. Right? Then x is 4, y is 0.5. 4, 0.5. It's in between.
Actually, you're not allowed to do decimal.
That is not giving me a chance to do it. Okay, so what can I do also?
You can multiply
I can multiply by what?
8, 2.
You did say 10, Alex? No, but I'm just thinking if that works. Can somebody think of a number we can substitute that 7 can divide?
Yeah, that's it.
What?
No.
Negative 3? Okay, let's try it.
Oh, negative.
Okay, 32 plus 24, right?
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh,
56. Does 7 divide 56?
Yeah.
Yes. So we can use y is negative 3, x is 8. Did you see that? Y negative 3, x 8. 8 negative 3. Can you see?
Don't include boundary.
Okay, so we are not going to include boundary, and now we are correct because we shaded the right part. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
Do you have questions what I did here?
How do you get x?
You mean the negative 3?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what you try to do because of this particular one. You try to make sure you have a multiple of 7 at the top, so you don't have a decimal. These are multiple of 7. After 49 is 56. After 56 is 63. So I tried to use 0.5, I got 4, but the software wouldn't let us do 0.5 for any x or y. But Candy was able to quickly think of x as negative 3. Because if x is negative, then this becomes plus. So you are free to use both positive y or negative y. Sorry, y, I mean, not x. And this will be x. Do you understand? So if y is negative 3, you get 24. 24 plus 32 is 56, and that can divide 7, then you get 8. So you just think of both positive number and negative number. So I'm trying to say your point to draw the line doesn't have to be the intercept all the time. It works if both this number and this number can divide this. Then you can use the intercept, whatever. But if it does not, use any other random point that is an integer. That's the point to answer this quiz. Pretty? Any questions? Yeah, because it's less.
Oh.
Less than equation, you shade the region below. Oh, okay. Okay, class dismissed. Everybody please put the computers back. Put the computers back, please. You can take your worksheets home. You can do more at home on your own. Please put the computers back. Sorry, Miss Campbell, we are going off now.